Hello and welcome to our van life series. In this jam-packed episode, we test the space capabilities of our van by having our friends stay over with us for a week.
Look at that happy camper.
Together, we visit the capital of Greece. We have a dip in the thermal springs at Thermopylae. And we visit the most incredible place we have ever been to, Meteora. If you don't know us, we are Kinga and Marci, and we decided to travel the world in our van to find a place we would like to call home. So far we have been living in our tiny space for 6 months, having travelled all across Europe to escape the winter, spent 3 amazing months in Turkey, and now we are exploring everything Greece has to offer. So follow us as we make our way through this incredible country in our self-converted Mercedes Sprinter.
Hello and welcome to Athens.
Athens is the capital of Greece and one of the world's oldest cities. It's also home to the Acropolis of Athens, which is one of the most important archaeological sites in all of Europe. It is a busy city, perfect for history lovers. But that's not everything. We did visit a lot of the ancient sites, but the city is equally great if you want to lose yourself in the great hospitality. But before we get hungry and drink wine, let's get some steps in. First stop, the Panathinaikos Stadium. This is where the first ever Olympic Games have happened, and it's still now used as an events venue. This incredible stadium remains as one of the city's most popular tourist attractions, and is a shining beacon of modern Athens. Following several transformations over its long history, it eventually became home of the first modern Olympic Games in 1896 and remains as the only stadium in the world built entirely out of marble. So we've just seen the major tourist attraction, which was the stadium, and we're now in a small neighbourhood inside of Athens called Plaka, and it's known for its tiny narrow streets and village feel like in the capital city. So not a lot of people here today. Athens is a lot of walking. My legs are killing already. Can't wait to sit down. So the next mission is an orange juice and some crepes. Mission accomplished. Greece is known for its mythology, the gods, the ancient history, and famous philosophers. But fairy tales? Not so much. Hidden in the famous tourist area of Athens, we found a little fairy tale themed cafe. The actual theme changes depending on the occasion. I can only imagine what this place looks like for Christmas.
We just made it to Exeria, which is a part of Athens, and our taxi driver wasn't really keen on this place. He said it's pretty dangerous, so see how it goes. See if we get robbed. So last night we were walking around these streets really full, and we decided we're going to do a street food challenge today. So we're going to try 3 different street foods.
Turns out having food at lunchtime between 1 and 3 p.m. is absolutely impossible in Athens. Everything is either fully booked or no tables. Mission continues.
It's a new day. Unlike yesterday, the sun is out, and we're going to be doing something different for the next few days. There's going to be 3 of us in the van. Our friend called La Fornicacion, good morning, has come over to see us for a few days. Good morning. We do have some Airbnbs booked, but there's going to be a few nights where we all sleep in a van. We've just paid £10 each, and we're about to visit the most famous site in Athens.
the Acropolis that we're at currently is like a safe site, or used to be like a safe site. Kings used to live here, all sorts used to happen here, and currently it's a attraction for tourists. And it survived bombardings, earthquakes. It's still standing today. How incredible is that? How incredible is the work power they had in the past? That thing's so old, it's still standing.
We haven't been to that many tourist places in the last few months of our travels, and you know what, it's amazing to hear so many different languages, so many different people from all around the world here, and I feel like the world's getting back to normal. We haven't managed to do a street food challenge yesterday, so we're going to do one today.
Greece is known for having a lot of different kind of pastries, so I got a calzone pizza pastry filled with, I assume, cheese and ham.
Lovely. So apart from being very windy in March, Greece is also known for souvlaki, which is the typical street food, and it's a bit like a kebab. It's basically a pizza bread with some filling, and what makes it unhealthy is the chips on top, but that's what makes it beautiful.
This was actually really nice. If it was warm, 4.5, because it's quite cold, 3.5, but it's good. It's big, it's filling, I like it.
Our van is proving to be more spacious than we thought. Look at that happy camper. There he is. You could probably fit another person here. So 3 here, 1 on the floor and 1 in the front. Anyone want to hire a Airbnb with us in it?
Good morning.
Jak się spało?
Super. 5 gwiazdek Airbnb.
Thermopylae.
So this is me having my morning coffee while the guys are out doing this. They are somewhere here.
It's snowing, so we're not getting out.
So I did join the guys, and we are now back. The boy is back.
Woo! Woo!
Is your morning coffee?
Thank you very much, my darling. That was amazing. The water is like 40 degrees. It's literally boiling when you get in, especially when it's so cold. We were sat there for like 40 minutes. So good, so refreshing in the morning as well. It was snowing, it was raining. The only thing we didn't have was the sun out.
Right across the streets from the hot springs is a water tap. So we need to fill up before we go. And there's also something else here. So the other thing that's here is the statue from the Battle of the Thermopylae. Perhaps better known today as that battle from the movie 300. The Battle of Thermopylae was an epic 3-day face-off between a small group of Greek soldiers and a massive Persian army. It's a great example of an outnumbered force using military and tactical advantages to make an impact on a more powerful enemy. Next morning, we drove for a few hours to the beautiful and unique place called Meteora. We have finally made it to Meteora to see the monarchies, which are at the hilltop that we can see from this viewpoint. I imagine them to be maybe half the size, but they are absolutely massive. The town of Meteora actually means suspended in air, which these monarchies are. And these rock formations, these massive mountains, have actually been formed millions of years ago. It is truly amazing to be here and to be able to look at them. They are definitely something unique and amazing. I'm just speechless to be here. It's also worth mentioning that all these monarchies come from the 19th century, but monks used to climb up these mountains and live in the caves as early as the 9th century. This is it for this episode. Thank you so much for being with us and following our journey. See you in 2 weeks.